is up, hobbyists? Jordan here with another MJRL Hobby Stuff video. Today we're checking out, oh yes, the Gundam The Origin EFSF Prototype Mobile Suit RX-78 Master Grade from 2015. Woo, baby. This kit is highly considered one of the best Granddaddy Master Grades out there. Let's take a look at the box. Bottom, nothing special. Side, front view, back view, some action poses, Gundam The Origin, a little bit of the stuff, optional LED unit, which I don't have, sadly, a bunch of the effect parts, the cool shoulder rocket, the wrist machine gun, the shoulder rocket thing, the cockpit, of course the standard sort of setup of a double beam rifle, double beam saber, bazooka shield that all seem to fit into the shield like that, and some other cool markings that are going to be in here. On the other side, more stuff about the Origin and Gundam Rising, some of the action poses and the gimmicks, funky waist that can do all kinds of stuff, another shoulder mounted machine gun, so how the action of the shoulder works, as well as some of the thruster and ankle movements. And there you go. All right, here we go. Let's get this guy open. Woo! Count them. 1 bag of runners, 2 bag of runners, 3 bag of runners, 4 bag of runners, 5 bag of runners, 6 bag of runners, and the manual. Alright, let's flip through this real quick. Typical parts list. Oh, look at that. Like a big sort of, here's how you assemble it, big. Nippers, yeah, you know. This is a Gundam model kit showing all the things. Okay, here we go. Insert, talking about the Origin. Color guide. Again, some of the similar photos from the outside. Probably the rest is standard stuff. Yep. Oh, this one folds out. Oh, fancy. Cool. Sticker guide and the back. Alright, let's get the bags open. Here's the sticker sheet. Small guy. Looks like just for the head camera, the gun cameras, and the rifle scopes. Here's the sticker sheet for the markings. This looks like a lot of those little itty-bitty marking decals. Nothing super critical. Just for whatever. Little marks. Okay, typical beam saber set. This is interesting. This is my first kit I've seen with this Masterpiece MP1. This hand runner looks like all the fingers are individually in there on a ball joint. Looks like very interesting. Okay, here is runner A. Some of those clear effect weapon parts, which is pretty cool. The yellow for the shield, some of the blue for the chest, clear parts for the rifle scope, and other such things. Here's the polycap sheets. Pretty standard. Here's D2. Looks like armor pieces for the leg. Yep. Here's G1. G1. Looks like gun parts, bazooka parts, G1. Here's the red runner F for the shield. White runner E for more of the shield and part of the head, V-fin, etc. Okay, here we go. Whole bunch of gray. Runner H. More gun parts. Runner I. Runner I. This is runner C. Some white parts, runner D1. Defense. More armor pieces, of course. Let's see what else. Runner B. Runner B looks like a lot of joints. Yep. And finally, second runner B. Oh, is this exactly the same? Yep, exactly the same. So 2 copies of runner B. Pretty good stack of runners, and we'll see you when I'm done building it. All right, we are back checking out the RX-78 Gundam Origin. Yeah, master grade. All right, let's look at it. It comes with a lot of stuff in the box, okay? Here's the decal sheets. I haven't used much of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to use much of it, but there it is. I used a lot of the sticker sheet, the foil sticker sheet, except for the eyes, because I'm planning on maybe getting an LED kit for this guy. Okay, here's the first gun. This is a pretty standard beam saber. It's got some mobility here. This was really cool. A lot of the weapons had the foil sticker behind the plastic to give it that see-through look. Mobility there. This is the attachment point here. You can stick these weapons onto the back of the shield via these pegs here. There we go. Yeah, they clip in like that to the shield. Very nice. Okay. And then the pin there on the hand, on the handle there to go into the hand. That's number 1. Here's the second beam rifle with the fancy big box. Slight difference. Again, same hand peg here. The scope again moves back and forth. Foil sticker there on the front. There's a little bit of a handle here. Swings out. This is the connection point side. Yep. Here's the backpack. Backpack is kind of cool. The beam saber grips are on these little ball points. The rocket boosters move up and down. The little flappies are attached here. And this guy rotates around to allow for you to plug the shield in to the back if you so choose. Like so. So if you want to plug the shield onto the back, you could do that. Okay, now I've got a bit of a confession to make. This side, I was a little bit too rough, so I had to super glue it in because the peg on this side broke off into the beam saber. So this will never ever be a beam saber. This side will come out. I'm not going to mess with it, but it can come out. Again, the beam saber handles have these flip out pegs for the hands, so they secure very nicely. So they're like a double male, double female. When it flips down, you can see that it opens up that slot, and the hand has a slot that slots into that as well. Okay, here's the bazooka. A little bit of motion there, a little bit of motion in the handle. Here's the connection point peg. I guess I was just rough with this kit. This is supposed to fold down, but somehow I cracked it, so I super glued it on there. I guess it's just a soft connection point. Be careful. There's a little bit of motion here, and then this comes off, and you can see the rockets also come out of there. Whoop, whoa. And there's 2 sets of those. Yeah, slide it back in. Come on. Slot that back in. There we go. Slot that back on. There you go. Bazooka. And this is the... Oh, his head fell off. That's okay. This is the shoulder mounted weapon thing. Kind of moves around like that. Attaches to the backpack, actually. So you remove one of these guys. Intended for this side of the backpack. So fires over the left shoulder of the piece. Yep. Again, the shield, pretty basic, but it's got these connection points for the weapons. This is on a pivot, this is on a swivel, this is also on a swivel. So you could put this on either arm. Some of the beam saber effects. And these are cool. These are the weapon effects for this guy. One connects to this shoulder cannon. You can tell it's got those 2 pegs, so it slots right in like so. It's kind of cool. Then there's a gimmick here where this flips up, and there's tiny little Gatling gun in there. Super cute. And that one is with this connector, or this effect part. You can see the little tiny connector goes right in there, like so. Like so, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Yep. And then this last one, this last one is for the wrists. Oh, that side's better. There we go. So with the effects on, very cool. Alright, here we go. So let's look at just the figure by himself. Okay, the main problem with this guy is this neck. It's not very good. I mean, it'll spin all the way around, sure, but it's got a very, very light touch to pop off. Okay, prove me wrong. Anyway, it's got this other neck piece in here. And the back side, it's intended to have the LED unit, so you just kind of fingernail that. And that's where the LED unit would go in there. You can see there's the clear plastic. It would make his eyes light up, which is why I didn't put the stickers on there. Yep. Click that back in there. Okay. Let's check out his shoulder panels. These pads flip up, which is cool. Full 180, no problem. Bicep swivel, 360, no problem. Elbow joint, fully all the way up, no problem. Wrist is on a sort of ball joint, but there's also another hinge in there, if you can see that. As well as this pin flips down. It's kind of hard, but it flips down. And all the joints on the hand are articulated. It's crazy. Look at that. Super delicate though, so I'm trying to be careful with him. Also, the shoulder joint has a bit of a wiggle out. See that? It can wiggle out quite a ways to give it a very, very robust forward shoulder. You can really swing the shoulders forward. And I guess really far back as well if you needed to. Okay. I already showed you this gimmick with the flip-up mini gun in there. There is no core lander in this guy, but this cockpit does open. And there's our pilot. Very nice. The torso, man, this torso has this crazy ball joint in it. So he gets this side oblique crunch movement. That is really, really cool. How much movement side to side he gets. Also back, also front. But man, not too many figures get side crunches like that. Okay. Typical waist, ball joint, nothing special. Okay. Most RX-78s have this orange, or excuse me, yellow panels here and there. They suck. They are always falling off. I built the real grade a little ways back, and I had nothing but problems with this guy. So super glue, for sure, the yellow, and just to be safe, I also put the super glue on the gray that connects it to the white. So this thing is as solid as a rock. It's never going to pop off. Interesting thing about this skirting is it's on this ball joint. All four of them are like that, so they can move down, and they can move up, they can move down, and they can move up. All four of them are like that. Very, very cool. Okay, also the V-fin on the crotch. I also stuck some super glue in there because, you know, you don't want to lose your V-fin. Alright. hip flaps go all the way out. Pretty solid, pretty solid. And the hip joints are on a typical ball joint swivel, and then you can swivel it there as well. So we get pretty close to a full-on granddaddy split. Yeah. Now the knee joint, it's very, very, very solid all the way behind double knee joint. Very solid. Ankle joint, not bad. Actually, it's very good. This is kind of weird. It's connected right there on one little ball joint, so you get a little bit of up and down, a little bit of movement, but it's not fantastic. And then the toe and the foot itself has this three-way bend in it. That's really nice. Really nice. Alright, let's put him together, see what he looks like. Well, there he is. The Gundam Origin RX-78 Master Grade. Carrying all of his stuff. Hanging out on his beautiful base. Amazing piece. A little delicate here and there, but articulation, detail, gimmicks, accessories, he's got it all. Beautiful, just beautiful. Alright guys, this is J-Dog. Leave a comment, a like, and a subscribe, and a share. See ya.